Hey guys, Harsh here, back in the video. So today I'm going to unbox the Realme C11 smartphone which was just released this month. So let's unbox it. So okay, please. So here's the yellow package with the rich grey color inside. So let's get started. Now this phone costs around 7,500 rupees, so it will be interesting to see how this performs. So now on the box it says that it is number one quality smartphone brand. So let's see how the quality standards are of this phone. Okay, so this is a smartphone box over here, and let's take a look at some of the specifications. So it has a 5000 milliamp hour massive battery, so that's pretty nice. I mean, it is advertised as a gaming phone, so it will be cool to see how long the battery can last. So it has a 6.5-inch mini drop full screen display, and nothing specific about the type of display, whether it is LCD or OLED. So we'll find out as we dig in further. So this has a 13 MP AI camera, dual camera, and a Helios G35 gaming processor, because as I said earlier, it is advertised as a gaming phone. And here is the Realme logo and some other information, and here are the specification about the battery and storage. So this is the 2 GB RAM and 32 GB internal storage, so not a huge upside for gaming, but we'll see how it performs. So let's unbox it. So here is the box with the seal still intact, so let's remove that as well. And let's okay, so that was pretty long and very unsatisfying. So let's see what's here. So I think this is the pin ejector tool. So this is very used packing for that simple tool over there, as you can see, and you get some paperwork over here. So let's keep it aside, and here's the phone nicely packed in a plastic thing. So let's keep it aside and see what's inside the box, because that's what everyone needs. So this is the massive power brick. I mean, it's bigger than my OnePlus charger. So let's see the power wattage of this. So it is at 5 volt at 2 ampere, which is still small than my OnePlus charger, which is at 4 amperes. And here's the USB cable. It is, I think, micro USB cable. Yes, of course it is, because they need to save some money on the connectors, and they cut every corners that they can. So a little yellow connector to resemble the box. Nothing else in the box, but I will give you a little bit of nostalgia feeling that you might get earphones someday. So let's take the phone over here and unbox it or unwrap it. So the unboxing was pretty pleasant, and here is the little sticker to protect your consumer rights, so please don't remove it. So this is the rich grey color that I have over here. So this has a little bit of gradient to it, as you can probably tell, and special treatment for the Realme logo right at the camera cutout over here. So it has a square cutout just like the iPhones have. So now let's power it up and see if it has any juice in it. And of course it has. So this is running Android version 10 by default, so you don't need to update it to the latest version, although you will need to download some security updates for it. So while starting up, now let's take a look at the body itself. So you get the teardrop camera notch at the top, just like my OnePlus smartphone, and then on the left side you have the SIM card slot. So let's open it up and see how many SIMs you can fit inside it. So let's use the SIM ejector tool. So nothing too serious about, so it is just a simple 2 SIM 1 SD card slot, triple slot I should say, and pretty long. Now at the bottom you get the headphone jack, thankfully, and the speaker relay is over here, and the bottom facing microphones are over here, and you get the micro USB charging port. So right now I am very unpleasant by the placement of headphone jack and the micro USB cable, because it will interfere with my gaming, because I hold the phone like this and they will stick out of the side and disrupt my hand gestures. So that's that. And on the right side you have the buttons for the power on and off and the volume rockers, and at the top you get a nothing but a flat surface. Okay, so the phone is now started up, and as you can see that it has pretty thin bezels and on the side as well, but the bottom bezel is pretty thick. This is almost with every smartphone, so you don't need to worry about your decision on buying the smartphone. So at the top you get the same teardrop type notch for the camera cutout, so there's that. And right on top of it is the speaker grill for your callings and whatnot. Now you don't need to worry about the screen guard because it is pre-applied by the factory, and the screen is pretty responsive and pretty easy for a Android 10 with 2 GB of RAM. So the screen is very snappy and the phone feels very good. So let me just go to the developer option and turn off the animations, so it will feel a lot more quicker. So right now I've turned off all the animations and the phone is very snappy as I expected. So the things are reading loaded pretty quickly, and this is pretty impressive for a 2 GB RAM smartphone. Now let's open up the camera and see what it looks like. So obviously you need to allow the camera app to access the camera, but it is also asking you to obtain location. So obviously I'm going to cancel that. So 13 megapixel camera, not very huge hope. So let's click a photo quickly of myself with the selfie camera and see how it looks. Okay, so this is the photo that I clicked from the front camera, and the details are not very good because the lighting here is very poor. So you get a lot of noise in the photo. But let's check out the back camera. So let's turn it again and click a photo. So let's take a picture of this lens over here in simple mode, or in portrait mode I should say. So the picture quality is very impressive for a smartphone at this price point, and the background blur is pretty amazing, but you get a slightly blur on the camera cap on the top. So not very accurate but decent for the price. Now let's check out the video options. So I think the settings are over here. So the video resolution at record is 1080p by default, but you can switch it to 720p and back to 1080p. So this records 1080p video at 30 fps, so that's pretty nice, but you will not be able to get any slow motion pictures out of it. And this also has a dedicated night mode, so you will be able to click night photos from this phone very clearly. And this version works great on my OnePlus 6 smartphone, and it will be great to see how it performs on this smartphone. Now this also has an expert mode, a pano mode, a slow motion mode, and a timeless mode. So let's click on the slow motion, and wow, the quality is significantly dropped in this mode. So let's take a slow motion video and see how it performs. So the quality of the slow motion is not very great, but you can get some slow motion image if you go outside and shoot it in a very light environment, because this noise is because of the ISO, and you can control it by going in a lighter area. Now the camera cutout at the back is pretty similar to the iPhone's cutout and the Huawei Mate 20 Pro cutout. So you get the two cameras on the side and a flash over here, and just a symbol label to show you that it's an AI camera. So this is the AI camera logo that is written over here, nothing else. So let's play a song off of YouTube to find out the speaker quality, and let's pump it up the volume. Now the sound quality is very amazing for a smartphone like this, and just a small speaker grill, so the sound quality is great for it, and you can definitely do some gaming if you are not using headphones, but you will not be able to define the left and right of the game. So now let's check out the video quality and play a different video. Now I will be doing a separate gaming test on this phone, because this is specifically advised as a gaming smartphone, so it will be interesting to see how this performs as a gaming load. So I will be uploading a video for this particular version, so stay tuned for that video. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video, hope you like it, and stay tuned for the PUBG Mobile video that I will be uploading very shortly. So please like, subscribe and share this video, and also subscribe our channel. Thank you.